Kitchen live on YouTube. Let's rock and roll. I'm just gonna get the stream up on my desktop so that I can see the questions and comments if there are any. So for all those who are watching the replay, hello, I'm going to link the video that has led to this live stream in the comments below or somewhere in the video description box. But yeah, just gonna wait for some people to come on and do the stuff. So I don't know if you saw, but my most recent upload was sort of a heads up on where the channel is going and what we plan to do. I don't know why I'm saying we. Also, I don't know why I'm doing a live stream on a Monday night, which is Monday morning for most people, but here I am anyway. Hey, Shante. Hello, Christina. How are you? Here you go. That is the video. I'm gonna pin it. Yes, long time. All right, pin the message. I see lots of people here. Good to see you all. All right. Aruna Amit wants to know my current diet routine. So currently I am not on any diet. I guess the best way to describe it is a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. But jokes aside, I eat whatever I want. I just eat in moderation. What is next? So for those who are just joining in, for those who missed the video, I'm done with keto, low carb diet. Anything related to that is over. Cooking is where my interest is. Cooking is what I think I do well. And I think that is the direction I need to go. And I thought I'll give you guys a little bit of an insight into my cooking style, so to speak. Elena, why no keto anymore? Well, I've been off keto for 3 years, so I've made a video on my channel about it, so you can check that out. What's happening with regards to the channel, I've just pinned a video on this live chat, so you can read that. So here's the thing. I've often got a lot of suggestions. By the way, before we go any further, can you please smash that like button on this video? I can see about 40-50 of you are on the live stream. So if you can just smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, I will be very grateful. Why no low carb? I mean, look, if recipes fall into the keto low carb category, that's great. But I no longer want to create sort of diet videos. No, there's nothing unsafe about keto. It really depends upon you. For me, it is not sustainable. I like eating food. I have no problems with any food. I did keto mainly for weight loss. I didn't get any other benefits from it. Your keto channel is growing. Why stop? Well, that is not true actually. My channel is not growing. And that is why I've decided to pivot completely. Why do you keep bragging and milking content on you leaving keto? First of all, I'm not bragging. I mean, I don't think there's any there's anything to brag about. Like, it's no one's giving me an award for having left keto. Why am I milking it? So here's the unfortunate part, Mr. Kudi Ram. There are 750 videos on this channel. From that 750 videos, 400, I hope you can comprehend, 400 videos are keto recipes. But you are remembering, unfortunately, it's not your fault. You are remembering only the 4 videos or 5 videos that I have done in the last 4 years about keto. Yeah? I did one video in 2019 when I quit keto. I did one video about hitting rock bottom last year, which was not about quitting keto. That was about my mental health. I did one video in 2018 maybe, or maybe in 2020 I put the keto video out, and 2019 I posted a video, why are my subscribers not watching my video. I did one live stream to talk about my life post keto. So 4 videos out of 750. On Instagram stories, I repeat many things, including recipes. I have posted the same recipe for kebabs 5 times. On Instagram, everyone doesn't get the live stream at the same time. So that is why I did multiple live streams. Thankfully or unthankfully, you were there all the times. So I can't help that now. But unfortunately, all 80,000 on Instagram have still not got a clue that I'm not doing keto. And it's the same on YouTube. But there's only so many times I can say the same thing. Now that I've gone and given you the justification you were looking for, please do smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Grinth, yes, I do feel better eating carbs. That is one of the reasons why I stopped keto. Thank you, Kudiram. Appreciate the like. Why did you change? Why did I change what? We'll have to be more specific. Try some Bori food. Cooking menu is lovely. Yes, Bori food is certainly delicious and I would love to. Why did you change your diet? Because keto was unsustainable for me. I stopped enjoying it, and I mainly enjoy eating good food and learning new dishes and cooking a lot. So keto was just not working out for me. How much you gained? Well, I gained all the weight I lost on keto, and then I lost some more of it doing keto, and then I have not gained any of it back because I sort of practice a more sustainable approach now. So my weight is between 2-3 kilos up and down. It fluctuates. So what I actually wanted to kind of, oh wait, there are more questions. So how is your wife doing? How's your dad? Both of them are doing fabulous. We just did a whole series called Burger Wars together, and it was super fun. So they are both great, and you'll see them on a couple of the future episodes of Headbangers Kitchen as always. What's in the mug? Coffee. So I'm going to be awake for a while. So because I'm having coffee, you guys do smash that like button. I can see about 60 of you here. Only 39 have liked the video. So please like it. All right. What do you think about IF? I think IF is a great tool. It works for some people. For some people, it doesn't work. But I like to use it sparingly as a tool. And that works for me. But now there's a new thing that you should do IF, but don't skip breakfast. Skip dinner instead. There's a huge study about how it's detrimental to your health if you skip breakfast. I mean, see, this is my other issue with anything actually, any diet. There is constant sort of one day, like, and in fact, like, one day it's like, do this diet, it's great. Next day, do this diet, it's better. Do this diet, it's great. This diet will kill you. Like, have you seen those funny videos where this guy's like every meal he can't eat something because some new study has come out and somebody has told him you can't eat this or that. It's literally like that, Thank you, Naful Islam. I appreciate it. Thank you, Joanne, as well. Yes, I do go to the gym, and in fact, I just went today, but I have a new thing that I like to do. So almost every day I try and walk 6 kilometers, and 2 or 3 times in a week I'll go to the gyms and just do shoulders, back, triceps and biceps, 15 minutes of intense weightlifting, and then go for my walk. I just enjoy this exercise more, so I do it. And I think that's what's important, kind of finding something that's sustainable, that you actually enjoy doing, that you can do on a regular basis. Like, I love going for a walk. So every day I'm happy to walk about 6 kilometers, and yeah, that works for me. Are you measuring your calories? Not currently, but I think post New Year's, when January starts, I will start, because I will go on a fat loss phase and try and get shredded a little bit. do you suggest keto for weight loss or a more sustainable diet? Well, Kushbu, the fact that you have said should I do keto or a more sustainable diet means you don't think keto is sustainable. But for some people, keto is sustainable. In which case, I would say, yeah, do keto. But if you can't sustain keto, why would you do it, right? I stopped keto too. I did lose weight, but unsustainable. Yeah, I understand. It sucked the joy out of my life at some point as well. Any future trips with your wife? Yeah, we are hoping to go to Bangkok next year again, and we'll plan some other vacations as well. Right. So what I wanted to actually, what I thought I would talk about, because normally I come on these live streams and nobody's asking as many questions. But yeah, let me sort of give you guys some perspective on my cooking actually. So a lot of you who are not from India keep saying, Sahil, make more Indian food, take us to the street and show us your street food and all that stuff. And here's the funny thing, you know, like if you see most Indian creators, they focus on Indian food. But I grew up eating very different food. You know, first of all, I've said this many times, India has many different states, many different languages, different foods. So a Gujarati will have eaten a completely different diet than, say, a South Indian, you know, like a Mallu, like my wife, and her diet is completely different from somebody in the Northeast who probably grew up eating a lot more pork and a lot of bamboo shoot and fermented foods. Which is very different from what somebody in UP would have grown up eating. Similarly, you know, in Delhi. So the food landscape of Indian cuisine is vast. And I am born a Sindhi, but I grew up in a very Western household. So while I did eat dal, chawal, roti, sabzi once in a while, there was like four or five Indian dishes that we made at home. Otherwise, I would eat tuna salad, ham sandwiches, scrambled eggs, beef stroganoff, roast chicken. So for me, when people tell me make Indian food, I'm literally like a foreigner Googling the recipes and learning how to make Indian dishes and then teaching you guys. So Indian food doesn't come naturally to me. Like it's not like my second nature, you know, which it probably is for a lot of other Indian creators. Like, you know, there are so many creators doing regional recipes, like you know, like a Bengali food channel where they even speak in Bengali, or a Mallu channel where they're speaking in Malayalam. And I can't even speak Hindi, which is, I believe, the second most spoken language in India after English, I think. In fact, which is the most spoken language in India? Most spoken language in India. Yeah, Hindi and English are the two most spoken languages. I believe Bengali and Marathi are in second and third positions. Or third position. But I digress. So what I was saying is I've grown up with a largely Western palate, Western upbringing. So, you know, doing Indian food is something I definitely want to do. I just think, given that I actually like Indian food when it's made without the spicy chilies in it, I actually enjoy it. So definitely there will be more Indian recipes coming your way for sure. In terms of street food and stuff, I don't even eat street food. You know, it's like, I first of all hate, believe it or not guys, I actually do not like vlogging and walking to restaurants with a camera or walking to street vendors with a camera. I find it like I feel very awkward. But having said that, any eating related stuff will now be on my second YouTube channel, Headbanger Eats. That is where I do all my eating. So that's my personality, my cooking style in a nutshell. I wish I had access to more epic foods like wagyu beef and beef short rib. Like I would be the Guga Foods or the Max the Meat guy of India. A mukbang also, even if I ever were to go down that path, which I don't because I just think eating that amount of food is crazy, it would all happen on Headbanger Eats. So coming to what's next on this channel, this is Headbanger's Kitchen, and it is always going to be about the recipes on this channel. What I am going to do now is obviously I'm going to start by just sharing my favorite recipes, things that I am eating on a daily basis. And then for next year, I have a couple of very exciting plans to do certain series. Now, I don't want to reveal too much about those series because, I don't know how they're going to actually work out. I'm just going to share the Headbanger Eats channel with you guys if you're interested. But like for example, on this channel, I don't know if you ever seen my show called Bacon Tadka. So this is where I took Indian dishes like tandoori chicken, butter chicken, dahi rice, chole bhature, paneer paratha, vada pav, and I actually made new versions of these dishes with bacon. So that was something super exciting for me. I love doing wacky stuff like that. So I don't know, something like, for example, just giving you like an absolutely mad idea, taking say a vada pav. Okay, a vada pav is basically bread, potato, and like chickpea flour and batter fried and like put with some chutneys. But let me say, a crazy idea for a video is to take vada pav and turn it into a pasta dish. Like something of that would be so exciting for me to try and do. Like that is the kind of cooking that I take a lot of enjoyment in. I get a lot of fun out of doing. So that is kind of where I'm thinking of going. Obviously, like I said, I'll cook dishes that I'm eating as well. So my healthy recipes, I could also do a day in the life of like what I eat from morning to evening, things like that. And also I will definitely be doing a lot of short videos as well because YouTube is pushing shorts very heavily, and in February they're planning to monetize shorts for creators. So that is something I'm looking forward to. I believe short format, like I'm finding my style there. Like most of these short format videos I can't even watch because they're just like tap 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 tap, and like you can't actually cook most of that stuff, like to find the frame, pause it, get the measurements. It's too fast. So for me, I want to still have short videos that you can actually watch and make the recipe, because even though it's fast, it's not like it has a voiceover. It sort of gives you a feel of how to cook the dish. So that's what I'm thinking. That's in my brain. So yeah, I think I'm being bitten by mosquitoes, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. By the way, thank you to everyone who's joined this live stream. Please do smash that like button on this video. I can see about 70 of you here, and I think you should smash that like button. All right. Hey Leon, so I'm glad you are enjoying the videos, and yes, there will be more Indian videos for sure. I should watch Slay Point food reaction videos. All right. Oh, there's an interesting here. So AJ says I should review keto products in the market. So like I said, AJ, my keto chapter is closed. Also, most keto products are so bad they taste disgusting. I refuse to subject myself to them anymore. In fact, I just threw away a bag of some like keto snack that was sent to me. I cannot put myself to eat bad food, even for entertainment. Like that's over. Unless it's part of like a series. But yeah, every keto product that has been sent to me, I've either like on Instagram posted to people that they can come to my house and take it, or I've had to throw it in the bin. And nobody hates wasting food more than me. Like I really, really hate wasting food. So hey Uber Sprite, good to see you here. Hey Poo Ninja, nice to see you as well. So I do meal prep, but like for example now, I have literally not meal prep for this week because tomorrow I'm being sent a turkey. So I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of turkey recipes now. By the way, 80 people on this live stream. How are you doing? Smash that like button. Right, so tomorrow I'm getting a 5 kilo turkey, which is about 12 pounds. So I have to empty out my fridge. So I literally finished off all the food I could and made space for the 5 kilo bird, uh, which is then going to become the meal for the next week. Also, I have two parties to attend this week. So that's two dinners I'm not here for. So yeah, this week, basically I think till January 1st is just going to be on the fly, like everything on the fly. And from Jan 1st I'll get back to my like meal prepping, chicken, vegetable, rice lunch, and my sandwiches for dinner or something like that. I'll keep you guys updated. I was thinking I'll do like weekly what I eat in a day videos as well. I thought that might be more interesting. Are you considering South or North Indian cuisines for your upcoming recipes? So when I do Indian food, I don't really look at region, I just look at dishes. So anything that I want to eat, I will figure it out. I mean, I've covered like the length and breadth of the country, but what I would love to explore is more Bengali food, more northeast food, possibly some food from Rajasthan, maybe Kashmiri food as well. It's about time I did the lamb Rogan Josh recipe, which has been a long time pending. So things like that, yeah, they're definitely on the cards. Hello, Deep Sleep. How are you? Long time. Hope you are well. Good to see you here as well as everybody else. Thank you, Maria, for the kind words. I greatly appreciate it. Is MCT oil good for weight? No, MCT oil does nothing special, unfortunately. MCT oil is just another oil. It is 120 calories per tablespoon. So it's not going to make a big difference to your life if you're not using it. So, Christina, I don't do intermittent fasting unless I need to, because I have like seriously overindulged. But to be very honest, here's my basic strategy. For example, Thursday night I'm going to a friend's birthday party. Friday night I'm going for another friend's wedding party. 110% on both nights. I will have 2 drinks. And when I have 2 drinks, it means I will eat way more food than I should eat. But hey, you only live once, so I will do that. And the next morning, I will not have 2 toasts and egg for breakfast. I will have just about one piece of fruit or like some watermelon. So maybe 100 to or 200 calorie breakfast. And I'll have a light lunch to compensate. So I prefer to just eat now and I will adjust within my portions to compensate if I've, overindulged somewhere. But proper intermittent fasting I don't do anymore. My wife Dipti does it because for her that makes life easier. She doesn't have to think about breakfast. She can get up, have her coffee, get cracking on office work, and then she eats lunch directly. But for me, I wake up, I like to eat now, So yeah. Guys, if I ever come to America, I will let you all know, and we will have not keto anymore, sorry, we will have Headbangers Kitchen meetups all over the country. And Uniform 131, thank you so much for the super chat. I am extremely grateful. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Horns up. So I do have a couple of interesting recipes coming up. One thing I'm going to tell you guys to do is to buy some beef and stock up on the beef, because I have about, I think, 4 beef recipes coming up. How many of you guys eat beef? If you eat beef, just let me know below. How's your banging going on? You mean the head banging? I've not been head banging a lot these days except for my videos. So yeah, I'm a little out of practice. I should get back into shape. Hey Joe, what's up? How are you doing? Horns up. It's been a long time. Good to see you. Excellent. So my fellow beef eaters here. Lovely. Yeah, so I think I got 4 beef recipes. One you can probably make with like a hanger steak or a ribeye or a sirloin, one of those steaks. One will be a ground beef recipe and one will be a tenderloin recipe. So yeah. So I got that coming up. Anybody here like salmon? I have a salmon recipe coming up as well. Well, you like fish, so we've got a salmon recipe coming up, and of course I've got loads of chicken recipes as well. Look, actually, I might as well ask you if you guys have any requests for recipes or a particular kind of video you'd like to see. You know what? I'm open to suggestions now, because it's a new dawn, it's a new day. And I think that's what I like, is that I'm gonna now have, it's just food on Headbangers Kitchen. It's food, it's recipes, it's cooking. Let's go. Karapu, keto is the best. Well, it's definitely the best for you, and I'm happy for you. Unfortunately, it didn't work out between me and keto, but again, like I said, I'm happy for you. And as I mentioned in the other video, there are nearly 400 recipes, keto recipes on this channel, and they will remain here. They are not going anywhere. How about something with shrimp, please? Well, that will be, you know what? I will do a shrimp recipe. Maybe we could do a prawns biryani or shrimp biryani. Paneer, yeah, we can do paneer as well. Mutton. So I never used to do mutton recipes because they used to get the worst amount of viewership, because I think mutton is not very common worldwide other than like India. In most other places, it's lamb. So generally mutton, and it's also I think the most expensive of all the meats. So mutton recipes didn't do very well, so I avoided them. But now that I'm doing these more short format videos, I definitely feel like a few good mutton recipes will work. Hey Danielle, that sounds good. I had a fish cutlet from a shop today, but I didn't like it because it was kind of salty. Well, if it's salty, then I think that means they've not seasoned it correctly. Definitely should not be too salty. At least a fish cutlet, as what I know in India. I remember I went to the UK. Is anyone from the UK here? I was drooling over the salt beef that I was seeing in some of the shops. And when I actually ate it, it was inedibly salty and I could not eat it. I was very, very disappointed. Thank you, Priya T. I'm glad you enjoy the videos, and they will always be there for you to watch. Okay, I have definitely been bitten by a mosquito. Absolutely, Danielle. Absolutely. Everyone has to figure out what works for them. I mean, we're all different. We all have different lifestyles. We all have different desires in life. Some people live to eat. Some people eat to live. Some people have no control and they cannot moderate their food intake. Some people can. So, it's, just got to figure out what works for you. How often do I do gigs with my band? Well, it is good exercise, but I haven't played a live show since 2019. Um, Unfortunately, on that front as well, some things were not going very well, so uh, that's taken a bit of a hit for now. But we will be back in a year or two once things have settled down a bit. So yeah, I do have some fish cakes. They're not called cutlets, they're called fish cakes on my channel. So check those out, and they are not salty. You decide how much salt goes in them. Hey Deep Sleep, thank you so much for the super chat. I am so grateful. That is definitely going to be more than one coffee for me and D. I think both of us will be able to have coffee with that. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Actually, thank you. I don't know why I do this. I've never in my life done this, but I do it on live streams. So, what did you guys eat for dinner today? Another question. I like to throw questions your way as well. I had fish fried rice for dinner, and there is just enough left for dinner tomorrow as well. And I had a pork burger for lunch because I was filming a pork burger video. Oh, yeah, there's a pork burger video coming too. Christina, I don't know if you have been going through my Amazon shopping list, but I just received shipment of some Mexican chilies, and I've got a beef chuck roast cut in my freezer, and I've also got corn tortillas in my freezer, and I've been dying to make a birria taco for a very long time, but I've just been waiting for the right time to actually make the thing, film the recipe, and then call my friends for dinner. So yes, a birria taco recipe is coming, and I am going to start exploring a lot more Mexican food as well, especially since I'm going to have those chilies now in my pantry and I'm going to want to use them up. So yeah. Wow, you guys have been eating quite well. Hello, the Dan Gaza. Coffee for breakfast, sandwich for lunch. Deep Sleep, I need to know what was in that sandwich though. You can't just say sandwich, you have to tell us what was in the sandwich. Lovely, red curry with chicken and cauliflower rice. Awesome. By the way, guys, I don't know, I'm just asking casually, have you guys been seeing my short videos on your live feed? I mean, on your YouTube? Because I have, I think, uploaded, I can tell you now, I have done. So now, by the way, on YouTube itself, there is, when you go to my channel, it shows you a separate section for the long videos, a separate section for the short videos, and a separate section for the live streams also. So YouTube, like I said, has been pushing shorts, and for a long time I used to cut the old videos into short videos and upload those. But then at some point I said, you know what, let's just do short videos as unique sort of videos. So I started uploading like proper cool new recipe short videos sometime, I want to say, when is this one here? Why isn't this letting me description? When did I upload this one? Why is it not showing me more? September 17th. So I started on September, October, November, almost 3 months I would say. So I have done a brisket fried rice, a brisket grilled cheese, Mexican corn salad, butter garlic prawns, beef sandwich, chicken and oyster sauce, watermelon salad, BLT, Indonesian grilled chicken, poor man's truffle pasta, Iskandar kebab, red pesto chicken, beef carpaccio, holy basil stir fry. They are all super easy recipes. The whole idea of shorts is to make super easy stuff that you can do in 15-20 minutes at home. Not too many complicated ingredients or recipe techniques. And that's 14 short videos I've uploaded. So if you see them, smash the like button, because yeah, there's like 14 14 amazing shots that got uploaded. One sec, the mosquito is really bothering me now. Where are you? You horrible little mosquito. So look, short format videos unfortunately are here to stay. But most of the time now you will only see it when you are in the shorts feed. So if you're scrolling, you'll see it. It doesn't come up as much in the main YouTube if you're watching it on a desktop or even on your cell phone. So I mean, you don't have to go and watch them if you don't want to, but like there are enough long format videos as well. Hey Toon Doodles, that sounds very delicious. And yes, please do smash that like if you haven't already. Jeff, I feel your pain. I fought against shorts for a very, very long time. I refused to give in to the trend, and now I realize, like, man, I just should have, because I may have missed out on some, good push, but I'm going to embrace it now and like really get on with it. But of course, the long format is here to stay as well. Have you seen 11-year-old Nandi Bushell playing? Yes, I think I've seen her playing. She's absolutely super talented. Sorry, still looking for that mosquito that's biting me. Where did he go? So annoying when you can't find that one mosquito. White, yeah, look, honestly, at this point, I would rather lose subscribers than gain subscribers. And I'll tell you why. Here's the thing, if someone is keto and they subscribe to my channel and now they're like, we're not going to watch your video, I would rather they unsubscribe, because what happens is when you upload a video on YouTube, in the first hour or 2 hours, depending on the engagement and the viewership of the video, YouTube pushes that out more. Now what happens is, if you have subscribers who are not going to watch your videos, they'll see the video and they'll be like, I'm not watching this, and they'll scroll past, and then what happens is that video YouTube thinks is not great. So unfortunately that is what will happen, which is why I'm very upfront. Look, I could have just kept quiet and just changed what I was uploading and just let it be, but I wanted people to know that, look guys, keto is over. If you need to unsubscribe from Headbangers Kitchen because you're not going to watch any of the videos, that's fine by me, so go for it. Like, it's cool. And like, I know a lot of YouTubers are scared about losing subscribers, but for me, 100,000, like, I have 684,000 subscribed. But like I said in my earlier video, the new videos, even the keto ones, were not even like getting 20,000 views. If I go back in time, I'm actually going to go back now to, I don't know, I want to say last year, like videos that have been online for a year. Yeah, I mean, some of them have crossed 20,000 views, but on average, those last year's videos are stuck between 11,000 and 30,000 views. Now, I know that's amazing. Wow, 11,000 people clicked and watched. I mean, first of all, that's not even the metric, because you don't know how much of the video they watched. But 30,000 when you have 684,000 is not a lot, and I thought this was only me, and it's actually like, ideally they say you should have 10% engagement. That is a reasonable amount. So if my videos were getting 60,000 views, that would make sense, given I have 684. But unfortunately, I am in a unique sort of position as a YouTuber doing keto videos. What I have realized, and I've had this conversation, so I go for a walk nearby on the sea face. I have met 5 people who have come up to me and said, hey, when I used to do keto, I used to watch your recipes. And I was asking them, what happened after you, like, yeah, then I stopped the diet and I stopped watching. And the problem is 90% of people who do keto have done it for a short period only to realize it's not sustainable for them and then gone off it and then they stop watching the videos. The actual keto community now is a lot smaller. Like, I'm talking about people who are like keto is their lifestyle. And many of you guys also told me, look, we've been on keto for 2-3 years. We know all the recipes we want now. Plus, there are keto products now that we can just buy. There's a wide variety of keto meals available. So the requirement for what I was doing is also dropping. And this happened before I even announced that I was not on keto. So I guess this is just sort of the natural progression of things. William, how did you do on the potato diet? I was miserable. I could not get through it. Never do it. I would never recommend anybody to do it. Sir, keto diet will have a heart attack. Nope. You can get a heart attack no matter what diet you do, depending on whether it's hereditary in your family, whether you are predisposition for heart disease, what your diet has been over the last 20 years, many things, Thank you, Y Short One. I appreciate it. Absolutely, Joe. You are a pillar of the keto community. You're someone who has found that keto is their lifestyle and you've stuck to it because it works for you, And yeah, keto is niche, and it had its phase where it became like super popular and everybody was trying it. And, that time has passed, I think. Blackfire song. So let me actually give you my analytics since you're asking. How many people have the bell turned on? So a lot of people, by the way, who said we have the bell turned on, we have the notifications on, we don't even get your notifications anymore. So that's another thing. But according to YouTube, okay, so 16%, according to YouTube, 16%, which is 109K, that's 100,000 people have the all notifications on for my channel. 100,000. Are you listening to this? Okay, and the average for YouTube is between 10 and 30%. And I'm right in there. I may be at the lower end of it, but 16%, 100K people have the bell on, but the video still gets 3 to 5 to 10K video views at best. I mean, I guess that itself is kind of... And, okay, let's assume that is off. So subscribers who turned on all notifications and enabled YouTube notifications on their mobile phone or wherever is 8.6%, which is 50,000. And the normal for YouTube is 5 to 20%. And I'm again somewhere in the middle of that at 8.6. So there are at least 50,000 people who are getting notified. And as Adam is saying, he sees the only why I quit keto, I am having a bad day. It's like, I actually wanted to put that line in the video. I have 750 videos on this channel, but the only videos people seem to remember are, why are my subscribers not watching? I quit keto. I've hit rock bottom. And the latest hit single, is this the end of Headbangers Kitchen? It's like 4 videos. Yeah, so look, I don't even know what to do about that. It's like crazy. I mean, like I can just put out videos. I mean, I can't fix YouTube, And you want some other interesting statistics? Check this out. So in the last 28 days, check this out. In the last 28 days, 67% of my viewership came from people who are not subscribed. Which means if I got 10,000 views in total, that means 6,000 of those views, actually 6,700 of those views were from people who are not even subscribed, which means only 3,000 people from my subscribers saw it. It's crazy. Yes, I am on TikTok. So TikTok is banned in India, by the way, first and foremost, which is why I have to access it via the desktop, but I am on TikTok nonetheless. So yeah. Push to Rumble too. I will look into Rumble and see what is the situation there. Thank you, K and Angel, Divine Angel Place. Thank you for the kind words. Adam, so hello Adam. As I mentioned, I have a second YouTube channel called Headbanger Eats, which is where I eat things. So all the Indian food that I go and I eat somewhere and all that is going to be on that channel. This is mainly going to be the kitchen channel. Let me see what comments I missed. I am definitely not good at clickbait. Look, there's only so much clickbait you can do with a cooking channel anyway. Okay, so why is TikTok banned in India? Well, it's very interesting. The timing of TikTok's ban and the reasons given are very interesting. So we had a border skirmish with China apparently, and the Indian government's knee-jerk reaction apparently to that was to ban Chinese apps. I do believe though it was actually banned because of the privacy regulations, because in India, like, the rules for companies are very strict. So what works in America, for example, doesn't work in India. So I'm sure many of you guys have PayPal, or you know about PayPal at least. So earlier on PayPal, you could get money. So one of you could send me $10 and your $10 would be in my PayPal account, and I could use the $10 from my PayPal account and pay somebody else, and that transaction happens. Now in India, PayPal had to change all their rules and regulations to sort of align with the government policies from the RBI, which is the head of the banking thing. So in India, if you get money from somebody on PayPal, that money goes immediately to your bank account. You cannot use that money that's in your PayPal account to pay somebody else. You can't do anything with it except withdraw it to your bank account. So you have to link your bank to your PayPal. Now, if you want to pay somebody from PayPal using PayPal, you have to link a credit card to PayPal and then pay. And the funny thing is, a lot of the credit card companies in India actually blacklisted PayPal and didn't allow you to use your card on PayPal. So it was a nightmare for people like me who actually use PayPal a lot. So all these rules in India are very different for other companies. Like for Facebook now all the credit card info, like if you had your credit card on, like whether it was Spotify membership or Netflix renewal or anything, you have to now, they changed the whole system, and there's like a token system, and all your memberships got messed up, and you have to, they really basically just make you jump through a lot of hoops. All right, looks like I might have missed a lot of comments. Actually, Blackfire song, you're talking about how to clickbait chicken recipes. Do you guys see any of these cooking videos in your feed with these very clickbaity like thumbnails? Like they're these channels that do simple recipes. So the thumbnail will be like raw chicken with like an egg yolk on top of it, and the title will be like something, "You have never cooked chicken like this." I've been seeing a lot of these channels, and they have like millions of subscribers and views, and it's there in all languages. Adam, that's awesome. Thank you so much for grabbing a copy of the book. Thank you, Cat Claus. I'm really glad you enjoy the videos. So Blackfire song about buffalo meat. To be very honest, if you're talking about your normal beef in the supermarket, at least in the UK where I've eaten it, and in a couple of the countries like Vietnam and stuff, there is very little difference between buffalo meat and cow meat. Okay, The main difference is the fat. The buffalo meat we get does not have much fat in it, but now things are changing slowly. So, but the taste is like very similar. It's maybe a 10% difference. You can't really tell unless you're eating like a sirloin or a ribeye or something. So, guys, don't confuse our buffalo with your bison in America, because we're talking about water buffalo, the one that is used to make buffalo mozzarella, the milk, not the bison in America. That's totally different. Okay, so you guys also see it, so I'm not the only one. Hey, Mandy Shines, good to see you too. Hello, TJ Elfie. Hey, Mihir, thank you. Glad you enjoyed the recipes. Yep, always got to scroll past the clickbait. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? Like, YouTube pushes what people click on. Do you guys follow all these other short format YouTube creators? I mean, not short format, but they do long format videos also. I think there's Nick D. Giovanni, there's Max the Meat Guy, there's Guga Foods. Guga is not so much, he's actually very slow paced and very old school. Even Max the Meat Guy is quite like, his video pacing is very slow, but there are lots of other guys who are like super just like fast, 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 fast. There's one guy who does very amazing short format videos. I've forgotten his name. Yeah, he's I want to say it's Sam or something. He does ASMR, like his edits. Whoever's editing his video does it almost like a music video, and he starts his video by saying, "Let's do some cooking." No, Sam the cooking guy is the TV personality. He's also a long format video. Who's the guy who does "Let's do some cooking"? He's got these like really crazy edits here. Like, you have to hand it to the creativity. So I think I need to find something like in that space creatively, something that's really unique and, you know, like sort of on brand for me. Oh man, I wish I had access to Guga's Butcher. That would be the day. You know, he's in my feed all the time, but now when I'm looking for him, I don't find him. Anyway, another day then. Let's do some cooking. Can you import food from other countries easily? No, not at all. So because beef is banned, I can't import Wagyu. There are people who are smuggling it into the country, but the price is like 3 times the actual value. So like there was this guy he sent me a price list. So he had a Wagyu steak which costs $50 in Australia, 50 Australian dollars. The price that I would have had to pay for it is $150. So importing stuff, yes, there's a ton of imported food in India, but the prices are just ridiculous. Like there was this horseradish paste which costs £1 in Waitrose. It's being sold in the supermarket here for £4. I was like, I can't pay £4 for a horseradish spread. Yeah, that's like crazy. I think I have seen the Japanese lady with the dog. Yes, I think you're talking about Cooking with Dog. No, the dog died actually, and that, like, at least that's what I remember. Cooking with Dog. Yeah, they have 1.6 million subscribers. The dog did die. I remember the dog dying. I'm just looking if there's I don't see a dog. Come on. I'm looking at her latest video. In fact, there's no Oh, she's not in the frame only. Oh, I found one frame. Did I find a frame? I didn't find a frame. Why can't I find the frame? I don't see any dog because I guess she's not going to cook with the dog anymore because the dog is not there. But I remember this channel. I used to watch it. I swear I saw that mosquito. Don't you use rupees? Yeah, I use rupees, but I just gave you the dollar price because it was just easier to do that. Yeah, goat meat is not very easy to find outside India, I think. Can you do a video on spices in India? Yes, I already did a video actually, but again, most people have not seen it. 5 essential Indian spices to have in your kitchen. It's on the channel. And I'll do some more like that as well. What else? Oh wow, K Angel, Divine Angel Place is from Japan. I want to come to Japan and eat the food in Japan. I love Japanese food so much. And we actually have some very nice Japanese restaurants in India now, in my city as well. Yes, even Grandpa from Grandpa's Kitchen passed away. Yeah. But yes, Japan, I need to go to Japan and I need to eat some good proper Wagyu. I will need to save up a lot of money. So I better get those YouTube views so that I can go to Japan and eat Wagyu. And then I can blog it and call it a business expense. That stuff is expensive. Japan has an amazing heavy metal scene as well. Any New Year's resolution? Not really. Just kind of be more positive, give 110% to the YouTube channel, to the new stuff that I'm going to do, and just have a kick-ass year, you know. Hey IBB Stirs, I'm glad to hear that, and you know, I'm glad to hear that things worked out well for you. Whew. Well, that coffee definitely did not kick me into high gear. Rabbit is tricky. I got it once or twice, and yeah, it is definitely not the easiest meat to cook. And the funny thing is, when I bought the rabbit, it came with the head intact. So I was like totally freaked out because, you know, even though I cook with a lot of meat and I cook like full chicken, leg of ham, and all that I can do, I've never had like an animal with the head except for suckling pig at a party once. And it takes some getting used to, like when you have to butcher the head of a rabbit. So I mean, look, for me, I realize, look, if I'm going to eat meat, I have to accept that this is it, you know, like it's an animal, it's given its life, so you know, use it to the best of your ability, waste nothing, and just, yeah, treat it with respect. Ningen Isu, what is that? I will look it up right now. Oh, it's a band from Japan, I guess. All right, I think I have heard these guys because their photos look familiar, but I will re-listen to them. Have you considered having other YouTubers on and doing a food fusion dish? I have. The problem is, I live in India. I haven't found any YouTubers with similar sensibilities, or nor have I made friends with any. I don't even watch most of the local YouTubers because I don't know, it's just not my speed, you know. But if I find YouTubers that I share a rapport with and have a good wavelength with, yes, there will definitely be some collaborations happening. In fact, I've decided to go outside the YouTube ecosystem, and there will be some amazing collaborations happening with chefs who are in the city, who are not necessarily on YouTube, but they work in restaurants or they do catering or they're private chefs. And we're going to do some collaboration videos. We're going to have some awesome recipes to share with you guys. and you will see the sort of landscape of cooking in Bombay, because here you will find everything from Japanese to Thai to uh, Vietnamese to American barbecue to Italian to I don't think we have any German restaurants, but like it's a wide variety of different cuisines being available here. Like basically, if for most people, I don't know what your impression or vision of India is when you think of India, specifically Bombay, where I come from, but it's like any other major city in the world. It's like New York, London, Istanbul. um, like you'll find the Burger Kings, the KFC, the McDonald's, lots of shops, big malls, supermarkets, pretty much everything that you find in any other major city in the world. Yes, there are definitely Indian recipes for fish heads, or most of the time they'll actually cook the fish with the head and everything. They won't have a separate head recipe, like the fish head goes in the curry itself. Whew, this has really been a lot of fun. I'm glad to see that so many of you are still here on a Monday. Monday morning for some of you, Monday afternoon for some, Monday evening for others, and Monday night for everyone who's in India. If you're in Australia, you're probably asleep. So I still like to say Bombay, and largely because I'm taking a piss at the government here, because the whole name change was very politically motivated and not like, here's the thing, right? And I'm sure this is a problem in every country. Governments love to do these empty gestures to sort of jump on everyone's patriotic bandwagon. Like, if you are Indian, proud Indian, we will change the name. We will not, we will, we will not use the names the Britishers used. We need to be more Indian. So let's call it Mumbai. My thing is this: you first fix the roads, fix the infrastructure of the city, make the city livable, and then you change the name. You are, instead of actually filling the roads, like our roads over here, we have people die. I don't know which country you live in, but tell me if you have potholes on the road in your city which kill people. We have deaths every day. Somebody's bike, somebody's car hits a pothole, somebody falls out, dies. We have 9 people dying on the railway tracks every day in Bombay from crossing it. Half the time it's because the trains are overcrowded. Mind you, we want to change the names of all the stations. We want to change the name of the city from what the Britishers gave us, but we're still using the British railroad, the British trains, and not improving the infrastructure. So that's why it upsets me so much. All these silly things they do, you know, in the name, and it's basically like you're a government servant. You are elected to fix shit. Like in Bombay, we had a bridge collapse. I think 10-15 people died. Like, this is a railway bridge in the railway station because it's not been maintained. And everybody just walked like, yeah, next day everyone was back to normal. Like nothing happened, because why? Poor people died. Nobody cared. Later on, there was a fire in a pub where they were given permission, because you can bribe your way to anything in this city. You want permission even though you don't have everything in place? Pay the guy, you'll get permission. So this club caught fire and 15 rich people died. Next day, the local authorities were breaking structures of restaurants that were illegal, which means that they were basically permitted to use those spaces because they had paid a bribe. And now, since richer people have died, heads must roll. No, so that is why I prefer to just say Bombay, and it just really ticks me off here. Honestly, I don't think anyone in, like, I don't think any legit normal person cares whether it's Bombay or Mumbai. Everybody would rather have a good life here, better quality of infrastructure, and then maybe they would want to think about the names. Of course, you've got those, armchair patriots, the over enthusiastic religious people, and of course the political goons and all the political associated people who definitely want to sort of definitely want to call it Mumbai. And again, like I said, we are basically people who, there are token gestures. I'll tell you what our country has done. Women are getting raped on a daily basis, and what is the government's response? Ban porn websites. This is like, oh, the Titanic is sinking, so let's stop serving the guests alcohol. Good that you finally took a decision. Hope that you're going to stop being a drama queen now. Look, I was born a drama queen, but I will do my best to not be too much of a drama queen. And just to just to be very clear, it's been 1 year, more than a year actually, since my last big drama. Okay, so I think you have to give me credit for a whole year for not being a drama queen. All right, Punya Shloka Mall is here to say that there are fish head specific recipes in Bengali and Odia cuisine. Yes, that is true because they eat a lot of fish. So, like I said, I'm sure there are recipes. I'll have to explore myself. And that's the thing, right? Like I said, India is such a vast country in terms of cuisine. Like every state has its own cuisine. And I grew up in a very Western household. So for me, all Indian cuisine is quite alien. Like I have to learn along with you guys. So Toon Doodles, again, there are people who are actually working. That I don't want to take away from the legit people who are putting in the work to do what they can. But yes, the government is largely about empty gestures, do whatever makes headlines, and sort of like, I mean, I'm not even going to go down this path because it will just, this live stream will turn into a political rant for the next 1 hour. So I'm going to end that there. But yeah, that's what it is. Hey, Mr. Klex, I am good. How are you? Thank you, Hui Gong Tea Time. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the future recipes. And you know what? I'm sure you'll be able to make them keto. And look, guys, having said all this, if there is ever a recipe that I do and you need a little help making it keto, if there is a way to make it keto, I will reply to your comment and let you know. So never forget that. And I'm very glad to hear that you were able to kick your type 2 diabetes, Mr. Klex. I'm happy. Thank you, Miriam. Have you made ice cream? Yes, I have made keto ice cream. I think 2 or 3 keto ice cream recipes, and I have 2 or 3 non-keto ice cream recipes as well on the channel. Am I an herbal tea drinker? No, I'm mostly a coffee drinker. In fact, this cup here was meant to have tea. I went to the kitchen, I said it's 11 p.m. at night. I should not be drinking coffee this late. Let me have some tea. But then I was like, I like coffee so much more, so let's have a cup. And I just did that. Thank you, Empower the Mind. I'm really glad you enjoyed the videos and the recipes. and they will always be here for you. Okay guys, I have now been on for about 70 minutes and it is past midnight, I think. Yes, it is 12:15. So I think now is a good time to say our farewells, but I want to say thank you first for all those who are understanding about my situation, all those who have accepted me for the drama queen that I am, for all those who are remain subscribed and will keep watching the videos. Remember guys, smash that like button on the videos, leave a comment. That initial engagement is what pushes the videos to other people. And if, like I said, if our relationship ends today, if you're never going to watch my videos, if you're not interested in future videos, don't forget to unsubscribe because that helps me as well. So so yes, thank you Mikhail Madnani for the super chat. Your 179 every live stream is something I look forward to, not because of the money but just because I know you're around watching. So thank you Mikhail for always being there and always supporting what I do since 2005, if not earlier. Thank you guys, you are all so kind and such lovely people. So I will now say farewell, and yeah, thank you once again. Thank you to everyone who gave me a super chat. This live stream, that's not something I get too often, so I'm very very happy and grateful for your support. And till the next episode guys, cheers and keep cooking. Adios amigos.